Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is the continuation and the finishing of the Green Max Refinery kit that I was building. I started off with getting the window frames that were for the upper portions of the roof, getting them glued in. You can see at some points I used some extra twist tie that I had and then some rubber bands to help pull in the walls together, as every now and then there was just a little spot that was too far apart, and this brought it in so that there wouldn't be any gaps. There were a few spots that I also had to fix up with just a little bit of scrap styrene that I had from another build that just helped to hide some gaps that were also in between some of the window frames. So we will continue to build this, and then I'll pop back in when I need to narrate some more. As I was test fitting the second roof panel, I noticed that there was a little bit of the form or extra molding that had been leaked through with the plastic, and there was an extra little bit that was stopping the roof from laying flat. And I ended up having to take my cutters and nip away at some of it, but then also take the X-Acto and scrape away and file away to get it so that the roof would lay flat. And as I was working on it, I also realized that it was popping up still, even though I had done that. So I just used a little piece of masking tape to hold the roof down so that it would be flush with the building. With the last of the roof paneling that I'm putting on here, the main building was complete. I ended up putting it off to the side and started to work on the little office shack or whatever it is that was meant to go on the side of the building. However, I decided that with where the building was going to be with the end loop, I wanted to just have this be a separate building as well, and had some extra styrene that I cut out the length of the back wall and the height of the part where the roof was at, and just cut that out so that it was a back wall, and this little shed looking thing became a separate building. And that's what I'm working on here, and we'll pick up narrating later. With that, the main building parts are complete, and I decided only to show a little bit of the accessories that came with this kit to build, as a lot of them are just simple, put two pieces together, or they were already one piece itself. I did not build the oil well pump. I can't exactly describe what it is, but it almost looks like an oil derrick in a way. I decided not to build that as this wasn't going to be a refinery, and so left that alone and still on the sprues so it wouldn't have a chance to break, and just built some of the other stuff like the smokestack here that I'm working on, and then the tanks and that would work for just a generic building as well. Here are the completion, or what I thought was going to be the completion of this kit. I rusted up everything but the main building. I painted that with a gunmetal gray and left it as it was. I then painted the rest of it, like I said, rusted it up as abandoned and just may not be used a whole lot. And wanted to do that for that one, this wasn't going to be like a actual industry that was being used on the end loop. And two, it gave me a chance to test a few things to see if I could emulate a Rust for some future projects, mainly the National Model Railroad build-off. And so this is how it was as of, when I filmed it. However, there's a little supplement for after I went to the work session that the club wanted to change some things. And those changes in plans were that we moved the building from where it originally was thought that it was going to be, and have used it in another spot on the end loop. And with that, they felt, the other club members that were at the work session wanted the rest of the buildings rusted up as well. And so here is just showing the rest of the office shed, whatever building, and then the main building being the weathering that I did to it to rust it up and make it look abandoned and disused as well. So I will leave that here. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you've seen something that you can reuse and make something with your models, or it was at least enjoyable for you to watch. And we'll see everybody in the next video.